So Chris, today marks a year since we heard the tragic news of George's passing, and certainly it's something which is still felt very deeply by family, friends, teammates, supporters, and of course yourself.
Yeah, I think from manager of the football club, sort of there's no words that we can say to the family really regarding the situation. Deepest sympathies to Annabelle and the family, and George's family as well. Yeah, it's a sad time for everybody, and just you really still, I think we're all scratching our head about how this came to happen, and losing somebody so close to us all.
I mean, the tributes have continued regularly at various stages over the past 12 months, whether that's been songs, flags, foundations being set up. I mean, what does that say about the depth of feeling towards George?
Yeah, how we affected everybody, and how we played a part in everybody's lives, from personally to the team at the time, to the teammates and the supporters. Still get a sort of that feeling when we're away at Hull City. Not a great day for the football club, but when the supporters started singing the song as well, in the playoff semi-final at home, the result that we had, the performance that we had, and the night as well, how George played his part in that one as well. I think personally how much I would have loved George to be part of this big challenge that we've got in front of us at this particular moment as well, because of his character, his personality, the culture that he set for the team and the football club, and what we need at this particular moment as well to get us out of the situation that we're in. He'd have been absolutely perfect. He would have been relishing this opportunity. He would have played his part. So, yeah, the tributes will go on long, and rightly so, because of the effect that he had, and how he played his part during that period.
Yeah, you've often mentioned culture carriers in your dressing room. What made George a culture carrier for you?
Well, just his attitude and his personality. A lot he's taught to football from a technical and tactical point of view, but I think when you look at all the teams that have success, they have characters, they have personality, they have physically strong players, and they have mentally strong players. And George could play. He played his part in that incredible rise that we had. Tactically, in terms of how we played the game through his period and time here, he dealt with that, the different challenges he had playing against all the top players as well. But I just think, as I said, from a personality and character point of view, every hurdle that he got over, every hurdle that was put in front of him, he got over. Every challenge that he had, playing in the Championship, coming into a big football club at the time from MK Dons, the progression of him as a player, but for me, seeing that as a person as well, how he took on responsibility, how he fronted things up, how he drove that culture alongside a lot of other players as well, and the different challenges he got over. Going into the Premier League, playing against top players, coming out of the Premier League, going back into the Premier League, playing for his country, which always makes me smile when he first talked about that as well, and then moving to a new environment, new country, new club in Panathinaikos, and how he made a success of that, and sort of that was him, and now he would have been a success whatever he was planning on doing in his career outside of football, or even if it kept him inside football as well. I would have just kept going and been successful in everything he did.
Can you remember the first time you met him, and did you get a feeling straight away that he was going to be a great fit for Sheffield United?
I knew a bit about him. Our sort of recruitment was players out of the lower leagues. We signed John Lundstrom in that season. We signed George as well. I've watched them both at Oxford on loan. one night at Millwall when Lunny played and George played for Oxford United against Millwall in an FA Cup tie, and he was really good. And then he did work on his background as we did, and his personality and character, and he was an achiever. And now he wanted to climb the divisions and progress his career as well. So those sort of characteristics I was looking for and still are looking for as well, as a professional footballer and as a personality as well.
And of course, he leaves a legacy, and we saw a couple of moments, especially last year. I'm thinking Hillsborough after the win against Sheffield Wednesday, and the charity bash as well. Some real poignant moments where we remembered him, and you were a big part of that, of course.
Yeah, he was a massive part. You know, we carried his shirt up and down the country, home and away last season. I thought that was important to honour that, and to remind the players what George was about, and the great success that he had. An iconic picture at Hillsborough when we won, of course, playoff, semi-final and final. Just talked about Chris Basham's testimonial as well, but right the way through, and rightly so. And it's something that I talk about quite a lot. What do I want a Sheffield United player to look like? What do I want a Sheffield United team to look like? And George was the perfect example of that. Off the pitch, engaging, honest, positive, committed, all in, and on it, aggressive, competitive, wanted to win, wanted to play, and wanted to be part of a winning environment. So on and off the pitch, ticked every box. The way he engaged with supporters. So living in the city, knowing what the supporters want to see, and who they admire, and who they respect. And George had an enormous amount of admiration and respect from our supporters, and rightly so, for all the things that we talk about.